Today we are going to see about the OSI layer models in the computer networks. OSI is the open source interconnection. It is organized by International Standard Organization as designed as a network architecture called as a OSI layer or the model. It has totally 7 layers. The 7 layers are physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer and application layer. These are the 7 layers of OSI model. And the services of OSI models are, first one, it provides a peer-to-peer logical service with the layers of physical implementation. And the second one, it provides the standard for the communication between the system. And the third one, it defines the point of interconnection for the exchange of information between the system. And next one, each layer should perform well-defined function and the narrow options in order to increase the ability to communicate without the conversation and the translation between the product. Say layer, you have the 7 different types of layers. In the first layer, basic layer is said to be as the physical layer, and next one is the data link layer, third one is the network layer, fourth one is the transport layer, fifth one is the session layer, sixth one is the presentation, and the last one is the application layer. Whatever the 7 layers, it belongs to the OSI layers. The first layer is a physical layer. It is a lower level layer and it transfers the bit over the channel, and it deals with the electrical and mechanical specifications of interface between the system. And this is the diagram. The physical layer, it's transferred in the form of the bit, and the functions are the physical characters, representations of bit, data rate and the synchronization of the bit. The second layer is a data link layer. This is the second level layer above the physical layer and below the network layer, and it is responsible for transferring the data in the form of the frames. In this data link layer, the data will be transferred in the form of the frames, and the functions are framing, physical addressing, data flow control, error control and the access control. And the third layer is the network layer. It is an important layer. It's the layer it transferred in the form of the packets, and the two functions are the logical address and the routing. And the next layer, fourth layer, is about the transport layer. It processes the layers from the one part to as a segments. It transfers the part of segments to another part. And the functions of this transport layers are port addressing, segmentations and reassembly, congestion control, flow control and the error control. The next section is the session layer, and it is the network of the dialogue control. It establishes the connection. The main functions of this session layer is a dialogue control and the synchronization. The layer, session layer, available between the presentation layer and the transport layer. And the next layer is the presentation layer. It deals with the syntax and the semantics of information. We know that the syntax and semantic information gives the details about the each and every part. And the functions are the translation port, encryption address and the compressor. In the presentation layer, the data will be encoded, then encrypted, then compressed, and it will be sent to the receiver side, and here the data will be decoded, encryption, decryption, that is decrypt first, then encryption, then it decoded, then sent to the application. And the final layer is the application layer. It is used for the email purpose, remote file access, file transfer, sharing the database, message handling and the directory services. The main functions of this application layer is network virtual terminal, file transferring, mail services and the directory services. Thank you.